So we're talking about the needs of your niche market. Okay? The needs. We want to really understand. I'm going to try to give you a really good trick that I do, and I hope this is useful for you. Okay, so assuming that I am a guitar teacher and I am looking for um, information about what my demographic wants, right? I'm looking up information that suggests the needs of my potential clients, right? So the only way that I can research that is if I put myself in the customer's shoes. Does that make sense? So I want you to pretend that you're your own customer of your own business, of your own online business, okay? So for me, I'm typing in free guitar lessons because the first thing I would do if I wanted to look for guitar lessons, because I'm offering guitar lessons, so I have to put myself in my customer's shoes. So I would be like, well, what's free out there? So I would type in free guitar lessons, and this is step one, right? And then I would see, okay, Justin Guitar, he's got some good free guitar lessons here. So I'd click on his site and I'd look for the free lessons. Okay, so they're easily accessible. They're right on this front page here, which first of all is a great thing, because I was about to say, if I didn't find his videos here, if I had to go searching for them in, let's say, the menu here on the side, and I had to dig away and I couldn't find them, you know how aggravating that would be for me as a potential customer. So I would probably leave. But they're accessible, so I would click on it and I would pay attention to see the quality of the video, the volume of the video. Right now I'm watching him play this intro on the guitar, and I'm also now watching the way he plays to see if he's a good guitar player, because if he's not a very good guitar player, I can tell. Good guitar players can tell, or advanced guitar players can tell, and because I'm a teacher, a guitar teacher, that's one thing I'm going to judge is what's the quality of the teachers out there right now, and are they number one on Google, and is this the best that the internet has to offer, kind of thing. It's just a question, but it's a good question. Now, what I would do is, for the sake of the video, I'm going to fast forward. I would watch this video in its entirety, and then I would make notes after watching the whole video. I would write down, was he clear and concise? Was it, what would I do differently? Was there a smooth transition, or was it hard to watch? Was he really long-winded, or what? And then I would make a note of that, and then I would come back out. Now you might say, well, doesn't that have to, doesn't that tie into competition? It does tie into competition, absolutely. But by putting yourself in your customer's shoes, you're going to start to ask questions that will start to show you the needs. Maybe you're going to find that I find that this guy, Justin Guitar, his tutorial lessons are too long-winded and they're very long, and maybe I'll check this one, and all of them on the first page of Google, and I'll see that maybe they're all really long-winded, and I for sure can make videos that are a lot quicker and that are going to be a lot more efficient. And I bet you that my customers would want that, because that's what I would want. I don't want to sit around and wait for 2 hours for somebody to show me one guitar lick. Or that video there for Justin Guitar, it was 11 or 12 minutes. So it's not too long, but that's just one aspect. Let's take it one step farther, okay? I could say free, like again, blues. Free guitar, free blues guitar lessons. Okay, so Justin's guitar, he has blues guitar lessons. Then there's videos. And by the way, you can search videos by just clicking here. Of course, I'm sure most of you already know that. And I can just start looking at tutorial videos, and I can see which ones are on the top here for Google. Like, these are the most watched. And when you are looking at the most watched videos, of your particular niche market, which is blues guitar lessons, and quite frankly, free blues guitar lessons is a huge niche market, and that's where I would want to start. I'd dive into that market. This is where I would find all of my needs. What do people want? Do they want fast-paced stuff? Do they want complicated stuff? How do the videos look? What would I want? What's different? What can I do that could make these better? Okay, it's always about improving, and be creative. Think about new ideas. Like if I was to type in, what about an interactive fretboard navigator? And here, check this out. Ultimate Guitar Fretboard Navigator. This is by Jimi Humphries. This is a DVD. I can just keep diving into things that I would want to search for myself. What would I want out of a guitar teacher? What would I want to watch or to find? And how easily do I want to be, how user-friendly do I want it to be? And I would write it down. And then, of course, the whole point is that you want to see if that's out there. You want to see if it actually exists. Because, if you go to the first page of Google, if I just take away backing track, if I just said blues scales for guitar and looked at the first thing on Google here, solo guitar, the blues scales, 12-bar blues, this is it. And this is telling me that this is just tabs, and I could do something way better than this. Okay, here we go. Now we're getting some mapping. Okay, this is a little bit more advanced. Really cool. You see, this makes it a little bit more like a visualization. And so I would make note of that. And maybe I could do something that's even more interactive. Like, what if I did a video that could populate these at the exact right time of the song, kind of like a ball bouncing through the song, but it's not. It's just these dots that are getting highlighted or non-highlighted during a song to help interactively show and teach you how to play the fretboard. Right? That would be an amazing tool. And so I would now spend some time Googling that type of a tool idea to see if it's out there, and to see what are the things that I could do that would separate me to help me stand out in my niche market and provide something that nobody else is doing, sort of an extension or an evolution of service within the niche.